Hey everybody, what's going on? Your host LovelyCheesePizza here. Welcome back to Let's Play some more Crash Team Racing. And in the last episode, because of the fact that, the game's freezing in certain places on a regular basis, I decided to go back through the earlier stages of the game and start trying to collect some of the special items like relics, just to be able to, have something to do while I'm trying to get the disc all fixed up. So what we decided to do is we're just going to go mess around and try to find other things that we can get our hands on. So let's go right here to the Polar Pass, and we're going to try and get ourselves another relic. See how many we can come up with. It might be a little bit of a shorter episode tonight. I know I'm saying that now, and it may end up being a regular length one, but I'm still trying to get over being nasally and having all this drainage. But because of that going on, my glands in my neck, especially on the left side, they're kind of swollen, which means they're not draining properly, and so it kind of feels a bit weird. Like every time I if I bend my neck a certain way, it kind of aggravates it, and it feels really tense. And just a whole bunch of things. Like if I swallow, I can feel it struggling to drain the right way. So I've been trying to do some self-massage type of things to fix the problem. To particularly no avail. It just takes a lot of time. But when you have a lot of drainage going on like I've been having, it's oh no, shit. Well, that's not good. It's probably not going to ruin too much of it. It was just a really unfortunate thing to have happen right there. Especially because we're going to be able to do this. Whee! I'm not going the wrong way, you liars. So yeah, definitely a good time. I didn't plan on filming this so late tonight, but playoff basketball's going on, so I had to watch the Blazers play, and I needed to kind of relax a little bit. It was a long day today. Just some stressful stuff. And it was like a really slow day today outside of just one short area, so it was just kind of one of those days that just kind of wears on you a little bit. But I had a really weird thought today for no particular reason at all. I was just I was sitting in the office today before I went to go get myself some lunch, which, man, I continuously forget exactly how good Dairy Queen's chicken strip baskets are. Oh man, you get that 6-piece with that country gravy and a blizzard. Oh my god, that, my friend, is what makes the semen fly out of the penis. That is the stuff. That is how babies are conceived. I mean, you cram a good one of those into your body, and then you go do the mountain maze, and you are good for takeoff. But anywho, so that's what I had for lunch today. But while I was sitting there for no particular reason, I was like, what's the weirdest name of an episode of a show I've ever seen? Which I don't know why. I have no clue why that was something that came into my head. It was so randomly just popped into my brain. And so I'm sitting there thinking, and the one that I remembered, again, for no particular reason, I haven't watched this show in I don't know, probably 8 or 10 years, was used to be on kind of early daytime on I don't remember if it was Disney Channel or Nickelodeon or whatever it was. I think it was probably Cartoon Network, I'll bet. But I think it was Garfield and Friends. I used to be down with Garfield as a little kid. I loved the fact that he had such a passion for engorging himself with food like I did at that age. Oh god, that was not good. That was not very good at all. I mean, at this point, I'm only trying to get just the Sapphire ones. I'm probably not going to do things in the same format that I did for the other Crash games where I wanted to have at least gold and everything. I'll just totally roll with this, yeah. Because that involves having to do races way too many times. Not quite like Crash Warped, where I could pretty much get the gold, on the first run through everything. So, but yeah, so I remember that and I was like, dude, I remember which episode name was fucking weird. Oh, I actually, you know what? I remember what started it now. I remember what made me think of that. It was like the weirdest coincidence. So, so my mom came into the office and she was like, "Hey, can you grab something out of the fridge for me?" And I was like, okay. And I opened up the fridge and I was like, "Where's it at?" She's like, "It's right next to the mayonnaise behind the ketchup." And right behind the ketchup, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then as soon as she said that, I was like, "Wait a minute, that reminds me of." I was like, "That reminds me of something," and then like it came up to me later that the episode I was thinking of was called "The Creature That Lived in the Refrigerator." Next to the mayonnaise, behind the ketchup, and to the left of the coleslaw was the name of a fucking episode of a show. It was ridiculous. I totally remember it though because he like in the episode of Garfield they said that fucking sentence like 6 times, and it just got like engraved in my skull. But man, it was funny. I was just like, man, I kind of want to go back and watch it now. But yeah, the thing that lived in the refrigerator, next to the mayonnaise, behind the ketchup, and to the left of the coleslaw was the name of that damn thing. Totally awesome though, and I guess like if I remember correctly, just like the premise of it was fucking Garfield's owner. Was his name John? I forget. I always forget that fool's name. But I guess he had like some sort of leftover food item in the fridge, and it was like this gross like sludge type of stuff, and yeah, and so like that was just it was like just, the location of it was consistently used, and I think they were really trying to drive that one in, and it eventually worked. So I see like these gold boxes here. I don't really know what the deal with this is, but like they kind of want me to backtrack a little bit, but they're all like 3-second boxes. They're like, it's right up here too. So I'm gonna see if I can pull it off, because it'll give me a nice little bonus. Hey, you see them right here? They're all right there. So I'm gonna see if I can do it, especially if it totally pays off. Oh yeah! Oh, I think I missed one of them. Shit. Did I miss one of them? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I totally didn't at all. Oh, it was such a waste. I didn't get anything out of that. It's like almost worth me trying the thing over. I want to try it over again. I totally want to at least be able to get something out of that. That'd be a waste. I love how the countdown thing. I love how the countdown for races is like the same sound that they have for like it's like the same thing that's on like iPhones as like the alarm, like the nuclear warning type of thing alarm, like the oh my god, prepare for critical meltdown in 3, 2, 1, sound off all the alarms with the red flashing light or whatever, everything's going into the whole fucking reactor's going into critical mass or whatever. There we go. Alright, now we get to actually get something out of this. Let's move along now. See if we can keep that thing stalled. It must stay gunner stalled, damn it! Yeah! Oh my god, we are gonna have a really good time for this. Huh. Shit. I really want to try to get all the boxes in this one. I just don't know if it's gonna happen or not. I can always think these things, but we got 22 boxes in one lap. That was incredible. We'll just have to see what happens. Oh, by the way, definitely finally deciding that I'm going to... I mean, I've been watching it for like over a year now, but I've finally decided that I'm going to try to make a lot more headway in watching Dexter, just because of the fact that I've been slacking on that for way too long now. Like I've been kind of trying to plow through season 6 as best I can for a while now, and I'm finally getting towards the end of it. And so it's gonna be nice because I have so many shows that I've wanted to get into watching, like Daredevil and like Jessica Jones and a whole bunch of other things. And it'll be nice to finally have these things out of the way so I can get on with my life and start watching other shows. But dude, it's taking such an awesome turn right now. I'm not going to spoil too much of it for people that may or may not be watching it right now, but Season 6 is a really intriguing series, or it's a really intriguing season. I love it personally. Oh no! Oh shit, we may not even get this thing in time. Oh my god. This is getting way too close right now. we got all but 3 boxes and only managed to get that thing by less than 3 seconds. Wow. That's terrible. I mean, part of that's because I think I spent too much time trying really hard to get those things. I probably could have shaved a couple seconds off of that if I would have done it the right way. But that's fine. But it's a really intriguing season. It's I'm not gonna spoil too much of it, but it's totally got Edward James Olmos in it, and that guy's fucking awesome. I love that guy. But yeah, it's got like a whole bunch of like religious undertones in there. It's about like, you know, a couple guys that are trying to bring forth the, you know, the end of times via, you know, thinking of, you know, via like religious background type of stuff, basically like enacting the Book of Revelations, and it's just like this crazy fucking thing, and Dexter's got to try to, you know, solve the whole thing before it gets way out of hand. But man, it's so cool. There is just a monster twist. We'll go for it. Why not? We got enough time for one. But I remember, like, it was one of the few moments that in the series so far that when it happened, I was just like, oh shit, this is really happening right now, huh? I was like, man, you really threw the wrench inside of my bicycle tire right there, right? Yeah, you know, and just totally, you know, fucked up everything that I had thought that I knew about what was going on in that. It's great though. There are some grisly ass murders because they have to, like, what they're doing in there is that, like, they're creating like these kind of weird like tableau scenes. Ooh, there's a little secret area over there, and I would love to go over here. Oh my god, that was really bad. Well, that was an absolute waste of time. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know, I mean, we're gonna make it work one way or the other, but that was not a very good way to start that. But yeah, dude, there was like one for like 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and where, you know, there's like you know, bodily limbs like dangling off of like a mannequin and stuff, and there's people that have been like gutted, and there's like snakes inside of their stomach, and it's yeah, dude, it's pretty grisly. It's probably one of the more visually disgusting seasons in the show so far, but oh, is it good. I love it. So I'm on episode 11 right now, which what the hell? How am I supposed to? Oh, you know what? That's probably designed. You have to have probably like the nitro in order to be able to pull that off. No wonder why I'm not getting it. So I guess we'll just have to leave. We'll have to leave that one be. But yeah, it's one. I'm on the episode right before the finale of the season. So oh boy, I can only imagine how that's going to fill my guts full of unleaded at the end. We need to really turn up the propane right now. Which, speaking of that, I had a really weird encounter the other night. So when I was sick on Saturday, I decided, you know, I could really use some comfort food to try to make me feel better, since I just felt heinously gross from like my sore throat and just being generally out of it. There's no way I'm gonna pull this off right now, I don't think. Oh, okay, never mind, I barely got it. Yep, we're not gonna get it. Alright, well, that was terrible. We're gonna try it again. We got enough time. We got enough time to do it. I will get this relic, damn it. I just need to not... I mean, we totally would have gotten it had I not, you know, fallen off that cliff twice. That really slowed us down a whole bunch. But yeah, so I went next door to the place I work to buy some gourmet popcorn. Some spicy hot pepper cheese flavor one, which was amazing, by the way. How I haven't completely just engorged that thing and, you know, eaten it all in one sitting is totally beyond me. I don't really know how it happened, but whatever. But when I went into this place, I guess they had like some sort of weird like promotional thing going on where they had just like a bunch of different characters from different like animated movies and TV shows and whatnot. And I totally, like, I was kind of feeling out of it as it was already, and so I was just kind of like going through the motions when I went in there. But I went in there and there was totally a guy that was just cosplaying Hank Hill from King of the Hill. And he was just standing over by the register, just like holding just like a generic, you know, empty can of something, and he had like the glasses that were totally disproportionate with his face. But all in all, a pretty well done impersonation, I would say. But he was just totally like, you know, doing the and the whole fucking he asked me if I liked propane and like all these things, and like as soon as I walked in, like I realized who it was like right off the bat, and I don't remember what he said, but he said another classic line, and when I walked into the place, I was just like, oh hey Hank, how's it going? Like, it didn't even, like, it registered to me, like, what was going on, but I was just so out of it that I was just like, I kind of just didn't even care. But I wanted to at least acknowledge the fact that he was there. So I was like, oh, hey, Hank, how's it going? How's that beer taste? He's like, it is simply delicious. And I was like, alright. I was like, you barbecuing tonight? He's like, oh, you know, he's like, I was thinking about it. I had a couple of T-bone steaks. And I was like, you better be making that with propane. You know, you gotta taste the meat and not the heat. He's like, you're damn right. It was so awesome. It was great. Totally not what I expected at all going into that place, though. But, he's like, charcoal is a sin. Oh, it was great. I loved it. And so then I bought my thing and I left. Went home and slept for like 5 hours. Because I was totally done. But that's okay. And just like I said at the beginning of this episode, it was going to be standard length because, well, you know, what do you do? It happens every damn time. But that's okay. We got a few relics out of the way and everything's good in the world. So we're now up to 7 on that count. You've got a relic. So we are going to go save right now because that would be the right thing to do at this point. We're just going to go, you know, bash our ass right over here and run into that. Crash after that moment totally destroyed his cart and was no longer able to compete, and thus the series was over. So when we come back next time, my friends, we are going to take on some more courses and try to get some more relics, but until then, this is your host, Lovely Cheese Pizza, saying thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care, everybody. Tiny Arena coming up on deck. Bye.